Hello and welcome to Bitches After Dark. We have Nina Ray, that's me. I'm the head bitch in charge of Badass Book Society and ebook builders and just my life in general. And we also have Laura Hidalgo, who is the
Hello.
graphic design goddess of Beyond Deaf. And you still do Book Fabulous?
Nope.
Okay, so never mind. And then we have Tiffany Fox, who is the bitch in charge of glitter and all things sparkly. And we don't always do Bitches After Dark after we do Badass Book Club, but Tiffany's really drunk. And it's
This
birthday
should be
weekend.
fun.
And I took off my clothes because I was hot.
Yeah, girl, you are.
Well, no, because I was really hot. And so I'm sitting here in my sports bra, and I've got my bottom third so you can't see my nipples. Because that shit happens a lot. They're so...
Jesus Christ.
They're just
TMI,
always
dude.
visible. They're always fucking visible.
Oh my god. Are you like that girl from Pitch Perfect, the baloney ones?
What is... I don't watch Pitch Perfect, so I can't tell you if...
Oh my god. Do you know what I'm talking about, Tiff?
I love Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect is an amazing movie. I love that.
Have you seen How to Be Single?
No.
It's so funny. Freaking
I
love
just watched
that movie.
Deadpool last night for the first time.
Oh, Deadpool
What?
was absolutely fucking awesome.
Deadpool?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
What
I
was
need to watch it, but my Ada wants to watch it with me, and I won't let him.
Yeah, it's gory.
It was fucking
I'm not
hilarious.
so much worried about the gore. Like, I mean, we don't deal
There's
with...
way too much SEX on that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
So, yeah.
I'm worried about... My boy's got his raging hormones going, and that's all I need to do is...
I read Ryan Reynolds on it.
Oh, he comes to me. So I'm making him take health and PE this summer for credit because he actually failed PE because he wouldn't dress out. So he has to take it for replacement credit, and he comes to me and he says, "Mom, they're going to make me do Compass again. Will you please sign the paper so I don't have to do Compass?" Which Compass is our sex ed program here. And I'm like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not saying you can't do that." He goes, "But Mom, I already did it." I'm like, "You honestly think that you can have too much sex ed?" Hell no. You're doing it all over again.
You still need to learn one more motherfucking time.
Right?
I'm gonna tell you, there's a movie, and I heard nothing about it. And I'm saying this because y'all are talking about these movies that I've heard nothing about. Because I don't watch movies.
Hold on.
But,
Hold
hi,
on.
Tegan.
Say hi to Tegan.
Hi, Tegan.
Hi.
So I was watching this show. Never heard of it. Never seen it. But it's Zac Efron, which I don't know him from anybody.
What?
And it was that awkward moment. And it was so absolutely fucking hilarious. It's like, okay, my favorite all-time movie is The Sweetest Thing. And because that reminds me of me and my best friend. And, you know, my best friend has passed away. So, I mean, it really reminds me of the shit that we would pull. So, that awkward moment is so much like the male version of The Sweetest Thing. It's
I don't
so
think I've seen that yet.
Oh,
Which one is
I
it?
don't think anyone saw it.
Which one?
It's called That Awkward Moment.
It's Zach. She said it's a Zac Efron movie.
I haven't seen that one.
It is
I saw Dirty Grandpa the other
absolutely
day.
hilarious. I mean, he walks into a party with dildo sticking out because he thought it was a dress-up party. And I'm thinking, I would do that.
Have you seen Dirty Grandpa?
What?
Dirty Grandpa with Robert De Niro and Zac Efron?
See, I didn't see that either. I don't watch a lot of movies.
Dude, that movie was freaking funny as all fuck. Like, there was a moment where Zac Efron is in bed and he's asleep, and then he wakes up and he turns his head and there's a penis literally right next to his eye.
That pretty much explains all of my married life. Nothing like waking up to a fucking penis like, hey, honey, what are you doing? I'm fucking sleeping, you fucking rat bastard. If you want to keep your penis, get it off my forehead.
Oh man, good times, good times.
Was he directionally challenged?
What about my childhood? My childhood had nothing to do with penises.
No, I said was he directionally challenged?
Oh man.
Where's the lawnmower coming from? Y'all hear it?
It's probably Tika. She's cooking.
Sorry, I'm making macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, but that's not Abby making that sound. And now,
Yeah.
see?
Me stirring the pot.
It's not her. I don't know. But it sounds like fucking life lights flying in because we're like crashing and burning.
It's what, Sunday over there, right, Tegan?
No, so it is 20
Saturday
past
night. Yeah.
It's what?
Doing so.
20 past Saturday night.
Good lord.
So
I don't know.
you gotta. So Tegan is the most. We're talking about readers and being the person like who critiques books and is like very mean. Whenever Tegan's one of them. She's a very critical reviewer. If you ever want somebody to review your book and you might want to cry later on, she's the one to do it.
No, I'm a newbie. I don't need daggers to my fucking heart or
Actually, right now is the best time for you to take those daggers.
Yep.
Fuck to that shit. I want to write, so I don't know.
It's better to do it than later.
I honestly think that a lot of these new writers that come out and everybody is kissing their ass and telling them what a great, fantastic freaking book they have, they're the ones that can't take the constructive criticism. They seriously need someone to destroy their first book.
No. You're saying constructive and destroy. Constructive and destroy is not the same thing. Okay?
Basically,
not
they
the
need,
same fucking thing.
You need what you got from Anne. Anne took your book apart and
wonderful
said,
job.
This,
She broke it
this,
down.
this, and this.
Did it very businesslike. It wasn't cold and it wasn't callous. It was very businesslike.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me rephrase, okay?
Right.
Tegan is a very critical reader. So what I mean by this is that she will tell you if a book is shit, and she will tell you if a book is good. So when I sent her like the first 4 chapters of my book, let me just say that I was biting my nails, I was nervous, I was kind of freaking out about it because I know how she is. Like she has read some stuff in the past where she's like, you need to fix this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. So when I sent her this, I'm like, okay, I wanted to make sure that it was good enough for her to read it. And this hasn't really been edited either. So that's why I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead. Ooh! I'm going to send it to her. So when she told me it was actually good, I was like, oh, I can breathe again. So.
I'm not that scary.
Huh?
I'm not that scary.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm straight.
Mind you, gotta understand something that Tegan is, used to play rugby, and yeah, she's badass. I'm not even gonna front.
See, look, I have my birthday cake and my halo.
Oh, look at you! You're so cute.
Okay.
How did you do that, Cole?
Google Effects.
I like to draw, but you never let me draw.
No, because you put a penis on my face.
That was funny though.
That goes along with the penis on the fucking forehead. Waking up. That is a no.
Hold on, listen.
Oh, the sound effects, right?
My Google Effects isn't open.
I love it.
Crickets. And look.
I miss the sound of
It's never like. Oh, hold on, let me scoot down. see all my bottles back here. Hello, Ann. You like my bottles? My book says witch.
Nice.
Oh.
Look,
Fuck it. I'm just gonna be a pirate, and you're gonna fucking suck it up.
I'm a queen. Look.
Christiana threw a tantrum before.
Hey, remember when I put the eye patch on you, Tiff? Look, I put it on myself.
Nice.
What? I look like my brother.
Oh, here we go. Here, let's do this. Let's randomize. There we go. I just randomized it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, bitches after dark.
Yes.
We're gonna talk shit about publishing. We're gonna talk shit about something.
I lost my phone.
I don't know, because, you know, like the name "Bitches After Dark," we get a lot of views. In like the last one that we did, before I accidentally deleted it, there was like 300 views of it in like 12 hours.
Allison?
Could you imagine though? Like people
I
would
don't
be
even
like,
remember it, so
and now you're in your sports bra. It's like every guy's dream is coming true right now. Just saying.
not even my sexy sports bra. This is like my actual workout sports bra. So it's too fucking hot, man.
What are you drinking?
Coconut, seltzer, and vodka. Because I ran out of gin.
Well, yeah, with a 32-ounce cup, you will.
This is beautiful. This is much more beautiful than this.
Very true.
I like big things.
That's what she said.
The bigger, the better.
Right?
Didn't you see that thing about the lady in Africa was divorcing her husband after a week because his penis was too large?
What?
That's what I said.
Laura,
I was like, does that mean I can divorce I could have divorced my first or second husband for their small penis?
So Laura sends me this link today about some man in China who divorced his wife and sued her for $120,000 because they had ugly babies. And I'm
because
like,
she had plastic surgery. I saw that story like.
yeah. So like, but the thing is, like, I'm reading it and I'm getting pissed and more pissed, and I'm getting ready to like shoot something back to her and be like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden it's like, ha, you fell for the joke, and I'm like, this is bullshit.
No, I thought that really happened.
No,
No.
it was a joke.
Was it onion?
No, what was that?
I don't know what it was.
I got my sand.
What was the one that I read the other day? Oh, it was the one you sent me the other day about the GMO apples.
Oh yeah, there was one where the Arctic apples, what are they're called, and basically they are GMO apples where they don't get brown.
But
They'll last for a year.
But what they added at the end of it was there is a health hazard to it because they've altered the enzymes to stop it from turning brown. You could actually eat this apple all the way up to the point right before it rots and get sick. You would never know that it was rotten until it fully rots.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, people get fucking retarded and shit. I mean, what the hell? Laura?
What? Cheech Marin over there.
Hey, man, the other day I was dealing with you guys on Snapchat, okay?
You missed my Snapchat today. They actually had a happy birthday Snapchat.
Well, I don't have Snapchat, so.
Well, I have Snapchat, but I don't fucking do it.
Did you get my snap tonight?
I don't know, did I?
I sent you a snap.
For fuck's sakes. Okay. So, is there anything that we can talk about publishing that really can't be said on it? You know what? I hate
Yes,
people.
I do have something that I want to talk about.
I hate people. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
So, I happen to see it. I see a lot of things on my newsfeed. And I happen to see where a designer wrote and said, I hate when people go and make their own covers, especially like when they don't know what they're doing. I get this, okay? But on the same note, this person does their own covers and their covers are shit. So for me, I was just like, are you talking about yourself? I really, really wanted to say that so bad.
Self-discovery post that we're doing here.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, are you talking about yourself? Because really, I hate that. I'm like, dude, don't judge another person when your skills are not even anywhere near.
Let me tell you what I do hate is I do not like when, you know, an author puts out a book that has not been edited where they make, you know, a certain comment, you know, I couldn't afford an editor, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's great.
You can afford all of the fucking bad-mouthing you're fixing to get by putting out an unprofessional book.
Exactly.
Because people have long memories. Fuck. I'm gonna whip your ass.
You love me. But anyways, I agree. I think, but see, here's the thing though too. If a person is
pussy.
What?
I swear to God, I thought you said I see pussy.
I was going to say was, if a person is going to go and publish a book, then they should know that they have to at least go and do some kind of money to come out of their pocket. It's not going to come out for free. So that's one thing. And then not only that, but like a lot of people, editors and everything that would work with a person if they put a deposit. So
yeah, you gotta spend money to make money.
Amen, sister friend.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, and it's just
well,
like, you
but
know,
a lot of it too, though, is that I've had. Okay, if you come to me and you say, you know what, I need my book formatted, but I can't afford you. Okay, well then my advice to you is, look, use this program and use this program. Get the basics of HTML and do it that way. Don't follow the Smashwords guide, because you know what, Smashwords sucks balls.
we know how Dina feels about Smashwords.
I think everyone knows how I feel about Smashwords, and I'm constantly,
What about Calibre?
Calibre?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they suck big green donkey balls. I mean, honestly, people kept saying, okay, there's an error in the book, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, right here in this chapter, it's right here. And I'm looking at it in EPUB and in the Kindle Previewer. Looks fine, what I'm looking at. I get in, I'm looking on the back end, in the actual HTML. There's no reason for this shit to be in there. She sends me a screenshot. It's in the Calibre viewer, and it's got random code in the actual view. Now, okay, you would think your fucking code got transferred into the view. Only, this isn't my code. This isn't my string of HTML that I would use anywhere. So I'm telling her, this ain't my shit. This is a problem with Calibri and their viewer. Because look, here's a screenshot of the Adobe Digital Editions view, and here's a screenshot of the Mobi view, and you'll see that shit ain't in here. So that's why I started telling people don't trust Calibri, even for their viewer. And then don't get me started on what they're fucking.
So what should a person use if they're getting, like, say, to do as a viewer? What would you recommend?
Adobe Digital Editions, because all EPUB viewers use Adobe ADE as their platform, except for Kindle, which uses a Mobi. And here is a little secret that I don't know, more people aren't talking about this. If you take an EPUB and you go and you left click and say open with, and it gives you a choice of what programs to open it with. If you select Kindle Previewer, it formats it into a Mobi file. Holy fuck, why don't more people know this? And no one talks about it.
I had no idea.
But, why? I get Calibri is good because it allows you to control your library. Okay, I get that. But as far as making an EPUB, God, get something else, because the way it actually does the EPUB and the way that it packages it is shit. And the code that it uses is just as fucking bloated as using Word to make your EPUB. And we all know what Word looks like, because that's a bloated ass fucking mess. I swear to God, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play with this fucking kinetic sand. I'm sitting here and I'm playing with this shit. It's just so soothing. Happy birthday to me.
You know what, Tiffany? Let me just say something. That halo does not go with you. You need to put the horns.
That's what I'm thinking.
I tried to get the horns and the halo to work together, and they won't, because I wanted my horns to hold up my halo.
Yeah. I guess I'll be the devil.
But it's my birthday, so I can be whatever the fuck I want.
Your birthday ended an hour ago.
Fuck you.
An hour and 35 minutes ago, hooker.
So, yeah. Just saying.
It's my birthday weekend. I'm still
it's
celebrating.
No longer. Well, it's okay, because this is my birthday fucking month, so screw that shit. It's not every fucking day that a bitch turns 47, and next year it will not be every day that a bitch turns 48.
Excuse me.
My daughter made me a flip movie for my birthday.
I don't even know what that is.
It's kind of like it's an app that they have that they can make like a stop motion animation. And so she made it's like a flip movie. So like if you were to flip a book, like the flip books.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And it was like all these little graphics telling me that I was the best mom ever.
You know what I'm thinking about doing? Putting together an issue.
What?
Issue? Is it issue or issue?
What?
I don't know what the fuck it is. Where the fuck the orchestra come from?
Is that the foghorn?
No.
Squibbler? Cha-ching.
Alright, so what are you talking about? What's an is?
It's... Hold on, I got it open somewhere. Okay. It's ISSUU, and it's like an online magazine.
I want to do that so bad.
And I think we should do it for Badass.
We've talked about it like several times, but it's just like, it's more fucking work to add on. And I ain't got time for more fucking work right now. Until we have like, if we had enough clients that I could bring on like 4 more editors, my life would be grand.
Well, that's true. But here's the thing.
But then again, you know me and my like freaking OCD. It doesn't matter what fucking editor touches that book. I'm gonna have to see it before it goes out.
Yep.
And don't get me wrong, Christina is fucking amazing. I love her. She makes my job 10 times easier. I trust her. I haven't even met this girl in person, and I would seriously trust her with my kids. She's great.
She's the most.
At the same time,
this is this thing about Christina that I love about her, and which may not work for other people, but this is what I love. Christina will take your manuscript, and she will make you a breakdown of your whole entire book of what's happening. And, like, she will, like, per chapter, what's going on, what's wrong with this is what you need to fix on. And then on top of that, she makes you fill out a form first to get all the details about your character, like, a character profile. So that way when she's going through the entire book, she is, like, making sure that you are on point, that you're not missing there's no plot holes. And she is just, like, she has all these different docs that she sends to you before she even works with you, so that you can fill out. So when she goes through her development editing, she's just, like, really just, like, marking everything, telling you to fix this, do that, the other. But that's what I love about her, for me, because there are times that, you as a writer, you need to understand what is happening, like, okay, why?
She's working on a book for me right now for one of my clients, and this is the first time that I have gotten this client to step outside of me and go to someone else, and I've been telling her the same exact things that Christina is telling her in her notes right now. But it was almost like, it's like Christina said, you won't listen to the mom, but you'll listen to someone else's mom. Yeah. It's like I think she needs that extra reinforcement from someone else that isn't going to kiss her ass, that is going to tell her, what's this, and this. And quite honestly, it's one of the hardest books I've ever done from this author. Like, the characters are two-dimensional, and the plot was flat, and it was a disaster. And I was just like, you know what? You can't do this. You're going to lose your readers.
Well,
you're absolutely going to lose your readers. So, she's got it right now, and pub date is June 23rd. And quite honestly, once she gets the comments back, I don't know if she's going to keep that pub date, because she's almost going to have to completely rewrite the book.
Well,
and on one hand,
I'm not keeping mine, and I did actually, I think last week or week before last, I started working on the revisions, and, like, I'm only in the first chapter.
Right.
Because it's really hard for me, because you know what, there's a lot of really cool, the stuff that I'm cutting out is a lot of stuff that, it's really good lines. I just got to figure out somewhere else to put them.
Well, the problem with this is, and the author even admitted it, she said, I lost myself. I lost myself about halfway through, and there are some overly gratuitous sex scenes and just stuff that just doesn't need to be there. It's completely irrelevant. It's cheesy. Her dialogue, which I've been struggling to work with her for the past 2 years on her dialogue, is very archaic, and unless you are a 1960s socialite, you don't talk like that. The new adult era, her characters are in their early to mid-20s. Nobody talks that way. And she's like, well, but they're high society.
Dialogue should express
high society or not, I guarantee you, the fucking Prince of England doesn't even talk that way. Okay, like, that's how old school we're talking this dialogue is.
Well, that's like one thing that I try to remember with my dialogue is, okay, if you're from Texas, I don't give a shit if you're the redneck working on the ranch or if you're in office in Austin. You're going to say y'all. That's just how it is in Texas.
Right. My kids get so mad at me because I say y'all all the time. They're like, Mom, you don't live in Texas.
And
I don't even live in Texas, and I say that.
Well, there's just some things that, Texans say, like, I'm fixing to go down the road.
Right. Oh my God. You know what kills me though? That Anne uses in her books, and I take it out every single time.
Who uses what in her book?
And okay, I take it out of every single book, and I know that's how she may talk, but no, I might could do that.
What?
I might could do that.
I would say that. I would say that. That's a Texas thing.
It kills me every fucking time. I'm like, ugh.
If it's in,
Might could.
I think
Might
if
could.
it's dialogue. But that's just it. I think if it's in dialogue, you have a lot more creative license to bring the character out.
But I'm
not going to have a Texan.
You still have to remember your audience, though.
But see, here's the thing, though. You got to understand, though.
Your
If
audience.
a series, hold on, Tip. But if the book is written and then it's actually based in Texas, and let's just say that is something that is common knowledge for them in Texas itself, then those are the type of things, those little quirks that that they say that needs to stay there because it becomes true to the voice of the author.
Yes, yes and no. And the reason I say that is because
not necessarily just the author, but the character. That's like Sheepshagger, because his books are distinctly Scottish, with Scottish characters. He uses a lot of Scottish wording, and he writes it in the dialogue part, not in the narrative, but in the dialogue. He
right. Well, and you have to have the dialogue and the dialect.
Bag, and Bass, Bass. No, I know what that is, but
okay. So, for example, in Louisiana, they say sure, like, hey, sure. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something I never, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what that was. That's something that is not common to me. But it wasn't until I actually spoke with the author. And this is not Alex. This is before Alex.
You talking Cher?
No, Cher. It's C-H-E-R.
C-H-E-R.
Yeah, it's Cher.
Cherie.
It's French. It's French and Cajun.
But see, the thing is, they don't say it that way, though. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Oh, yeah, because it's the Cajun dialect.
Exactly. They say Cajun, so they say sure. Like, hey, sure. And then, and so the reason I'm saying that is that, but they don't say it to the point where they're always constant. It's something that they say loosely, but very randomly. Well, I read another author who isn't from Louisiana, but was writing a book in Louisiana and kept using this term a lot. And so when I mentioned, it's like, you're using this term way too much because, you can use it sporadically, but people don't say that every single moment of the day. They say it sporadically.
It's not every sentence of dialogue that you speak to someone.
Oh, it's like
we say hun.
A whole other language if you go down in there in the Cajun land.
Hun and babe.
And so, and that's the thing. It's like with the way they speak. And so, when I read books that are true to the person's, city or state or whatever it may be, I enjoy that. I enjoy learning what they say there.
See, okay, what I'm saying with Anne, though, is with the might could is not typically in her dialogue. It's in her narrative.
Yeah,
okay.
Well, it doesn't need to be in your narrative. Your narrative should
proper.
Follow.
Absolutely. It's like, I did a book for an author that one of her original editor went through and fucking changed every single one of them. Her character was from Northern Ireland. Well, in Northern Ireland, they don't say dad.
They say da.
They say da. And so, throughout the entire book, she had put, da when this character was speaking to his father, and her editor went back and changed them all to dad. And when I got the book, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, your dialect is off because it's not dad. I mean, hell, I lived in Ireland for a year. Don't fuck with me. I know exactly how they talk.
A lot of people, they think that the dialogue needs to follow the rules of grammar. No, your dialogue is someone speaking. people don't speak proper English in day to day. Now, your body, your narrative has to be proper, has to follow the standard rules, which don't ask me what they are because I don't fucking know. And I don't want to know. That's why I pay Tiffany.
Very much.
And, you know, but I think that the dialogue has to convey the actual character. I'm not going to have my dominatrix from New York say y'all.
Yeah.
You know? I'm trying to think, what does Gina say? Chick. Gina says chick all the fucking time. So my dominatrix from New York is going to say chick.
So I'll tell you this, though, okay? So speaking of dialogue, so when I moved to New York, okay, before, this is like when I'm like 18, this is the first time I'm there. There's a word that in Arizona, for me, I was never used. Like, never used it in a conversation. It was not appropriate for me to ever use this word. And it's Nigga, right? This word in New York is very loosely used. Okay? Like, constantly. It don't matter if you're African American, it does not matter if you're Puerto Rican, it is used all the time. So when I first heard this word,
it's like,
it was
bro.
Like,
bro,
it was like, to me it was just like, you can't say that. Like it was that moment of, what the hell are you thinking? You can't do this. So 10 years go by, I've used this word in conversation, and to me it's just no big deal. It has become second nature to me. However, when we moved back to Arizona, my husband was working. He's from Southside Jamaica, Queens, so he is like straight up from the hood. This is how he speaks. This is what he does. So he's working, and we're in Arizona, and this African American guy is talking to him, and this word comes out of my husband out of pure, just nonchalance. Hi. And so when it comes out, this guy's like, whoa, you can't say that. And my husband's like, the fuck I can't? Like, who the fuck are you? And so my husband's having this moment of like, are you fucking stupid? I say this, who the fuck are you to tell me I can't say this word? And this black guy is like, no, you cannot say this word. And my husband says, yes, I fucking can. Like they're having this, conversation about it. Sorry, Christiana. But, when they're having this, and finally the guy's like, where are you from? And my husband's like, I'm from New York. I'm from New York. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, you're okay. Like, it's just like, it was that thing. And so that's where, like, if I read a book and it's an urban setting book and I don't see these type of words, then I know the person is literally not from New York. You know what I mean? Like, it's expected.
Yeah, there's some things that are expected. It's like, okay, now we say coon-ass. Now, to us, coon-ass is someone really that's Cajun. And it does not have the first part of that word connotation. I mean, it's not talking about any ethnicity. It's talking about a region of people. It's like, and now it's like evolved into Cajun is now the same thing that coon-ass used to be. And I was just like, that's like old school redneck speak. And it's like, you have rednecks, and see, pretty soon it's going to get redneck is going to be one of the pressure point words. No, it's not. I'm proud to be a fucking redneck. I have no problem being called a redneck. I have no problem being called a bitch. There is nothing that you can call me. You can call me a cunt. I don't care. There's probably nothing you can call me that I'm going to be offended by.
Well, and that's the thing is like when it comes to these type of conversations and whatever it may be, it's how can I say this? For me, I have to remind myself that when I'm working, I'm professional. I have to speak a So, but if I'm with my friend and I'm shooting the shit, and I don't give a fuck of what I'm saying, I'll curse, I'll say whatever the hell I want to say, words come out, and my accent comes out, and all this stuff. But I try very hard to be professional. Like, I really try to be.
There's a difference between what the 3 or the 4 of us are gonna say while we're sitting in a fucking hotel room down in League City.
Yeah, I heard it.
And tits flying everywhere. Versus what we're gonna say in the ballroom. Well, there's a difference what y'all are gonna say. There's not a difference what I'm gonna say.
And that's the thing is, okay, so, Tegan, for example, he lives in New Zealand. So here's a funny word that, instead of using, like, they say toilet. Instead of for bathroom, we say bathroom. They say toilet.
And see, I get creeped out here. And a sheep shagger used to always say, I've got to go to the toilet. And I was like, that is so fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and see, for them, that's what they say. It's like, that's their...
I mean, that's their vernacular. And to me, I'm just like, that's gross. That is like a gross word. I would rather hear balls or... To me, toilet is a more filthy word than balls. Which is so retarded, right? I mean, but, I'm from the South. We don't piss and we don't shit.
You don't
You're being in New Zealand then.
What is it that you guys said? You guys glisten instead of sweat?
Yeah. Especially, it's like... I mean, give me a break. My name is Dina Ray. How much more fucking redneck can you get? Dina Ray? My daughter Savannah Ray. My grandmother was Martha Dale. And not Dale, Dell, as in the computer. Dell.
Well, you should... what's it called? My husband just laid a horrible one.
Called a fart. Damn.
It's so bad. I can't even keep my face. It's that bad.
It was an anal eruption.
Hey, Laura. Hey, Frankie, can you hear me?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you hear me?
He can hear you fine.
Dude, are you trying to singe your nose hairs?
Yes! See, the problem is that anytime Frankie hears the word singe or snatch, he goes into a fit of giggles. So it doesn't matter what, he's like, snatch.
Okay, snatch.
Yeah, snatch. He'll be laughing for like the next half hour, easy.
Snatch.
Do you hear him?
I don't know. Snatch is not a sexy word to me. Dick isn't a sexy word.
That's one thing we say over here. It's not like, oh, look at her pussy. It's like, I can see your box, mate.
Say that again?
Like box? Like a cardboard box? Instead of saying vagina,
box?
they call it a box.
Oh, yeah, a box. Yeah, well, what was it? Sammy Hagar. Look, here I went off with my Australian accent. Sammy Hagar said 3-lock box. Talking about lady parts.
Oh yeah, like my previous partner up in Canada used to tell me all the time that she was gonna kick me in the box.
Frankie's still laughing, by the way.
Snatch. There he goes again.
He's like,
no, snatch is just so crude. I would not even no.
See, you know how you know how the discovery happened of him giggling because of this damn word? like a little girl when he hears this word, but it was because I called him a snatch rocket.
And I don't even know what that fucking means.
And so I called him. He was like, "You're a snatch rocket." And then, and I was like, "Yo, we say stupid shit like that. Like when we were growing up, me and my brothers would say, 'Oh, you're a butt hair. You're not a butt. You're not an asshole. No, you're a butt hair. It's worse.' You know what I mean? Like you're amongst the shit all the time."
Okay, there's like truck stops all over Texas, and I think they're all over the South now. But they're called Buc-ee's, and they have what they call beaver nuggets. And I swear to God, I fucking giggle like a
Buc-ee's!
every time I see the fucking billboards. Look, we got beaver nuggets, and I'm like, penicillin will get rid of that shit.
I fucking love Buc-ee's. I always stop at Buc-ee's.
Is a cooter. Okay, that's another thing. Someone from the South will call a female vagina a cooter.
Right.
And it's like, look, man, you went and got her in the cooter. Dude, that is so disgusting sounding. A cooter. Actually, I did have an aunt named Cooter.
Well, okay, see,
and she had 4 nipples.
That's another thing, though. Like in Spanish, for example, when I speak Spanish, I'm Colombian, right? So, and there's Mexican Spanish, there's Colombian Spanish, there's different dialects of Spanish. So when me and my husband got together, there was a moment where my husband and I were like, well, go get the mop. And I said it in Spanish to him, and he's like, oh, what? And I'm like, a mop. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, that's, and I said in English, I'm like, it's a mop. And he's like, oh, you mean a moppo? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? And I was just like, what did you just say? And so, like, the way they say these certain words, and because he's Puerto Rican, I was like, and he said, for roof, he said roofo. And I'm like, looking at him, like, no, just no. And I was just like, it was just weird to me, like, their dialogue is different, but it's the same thing when it comes to when I was in Texas and I'm hearing Dina speaking, and I'm like, really? What is that? So I had to listen for a second to understand what certain words she was saying. So it always comes down to that. But I know for me, when I talk to Tegan, it's the same thing. I'm like, what did you just say? I had to, like, second guess. I'm like, did you just curse me out?
Dina, did you watch that video?
Well, I was watching him like, I'm going, what the hell is he doing? And then I heard my name, and so, like, I don't know what the hell Laura was saying about me.
You have to watch it with the sound.
Well, I'm not going to watch it with the sound right now.
Video I just sent you guys.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Why are we listening to her? She's drunker than Cooter Brown. Oh, and another southern thing.
Just watch.
Another southern thing is finer than frog hair.
Are you listening to the sound?
Really, really good looking or beautiful. Finer than frog hair.
Yes. What the hell's wrong with this guy?
He's got fucking crabs.
Oh! Oh!
Going to the hospital for crabs.
He's all, I need some cream. You got a pharmacy up in here?
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my God. I saw that. I was like, that is too funny.
I say that shit's crazy.
That was hilarious. He's like, my bowels itch.
Oh, speaking of the word balls, my son now he keeps saying that. He's like, my balls are stuck to my leg. I'm like, what? And he's like, my balls are stuck to my leg, and I'm like, Eric, let's call him Jingle Bells for right now.
Well, that's like Wee Bossy Baby. She goes, well, I'm gonna go swimming. I need to put on my bathing suit. Okay. Well, I said, well, you have to take off your panties. Well, won't they see my penis? I said, you don't have a penis. She goes, are you sure? I said, I'm perfectly sure. You're a girl. You don't have a penis. You have a hoo-ha. She goes, what's a hoo-ha? I said, it's the opposite of a penis. And she says, do you have hair on your penis? I said, I don't have a penis. She says, are you sure? I said, every night I am positive I do not have a penis.
See, and that's the thing, is like, when my daughter, she got it, like, when she was a baby, I said cookie. Like, that's her cookie. You know?
Oh my God.
And so, because I'm like, I'm not going to go say that's your vagina. You know what I mean? Like, I said, it's her cookie, right? So,
All right.
So then when Eric came around, and he's like, well, I want a cookie. I'm like, you don't want a
Now,
cookie.
I used to call it a cookie.
Okay, you see?
And I dated a guy, and I called him the Cookie Monster. Oh, those were the days. That was sex life.
No, my ex-husband, they used to call it, for little boys, they would call it their chicken. Like, don't even know why the hell they called it a chicken, but they called it a chicken.
Chicken neck.
What the hell?
Yeah, and so they were sitting at the dinner table one night, and my nephew, dinner table, breakfast table, I don't know, they were sitting down for a meal. And my nephew came out of his room, and he was crying. It was morning time. He was crying. He woke up with his first morning wood and told everybody that he broke his chicken.
Oh my God.
I was freaking out. It said that his chicken was broken. So yeah. But see, with the sex ed classes that they're doing with the kids at school, they have to come home and do homework with their parents every night.
Oh, wow.
And they have to they have a question and answer guide that they have to ask the parents the question, and then the parents have to answer it, and then the kids have to write the answer down and take it back to school to prove that we actually had that conversation.
Yeah, Wee Bossy Baby don't need to take that class.
Well, they don't do it till junior high here.
No, she still don't need to take that class.
Naya
She
has
really does not need to. Her teachers do not need to know what I think about sex. I think it's really nice.
lines of Common Core.
It doesn't happen enough.
What do you call it?
What?
What do you call it?
What?
No, I'm talking to Tegan.
Oh. What, for Christiana?
Yeah, like what do you call the private parts?
Well, for her, she's got a front bump and her butt.
Okay.
And,
And my bottom.
yes, and your bottom, princess. Now, piss off and stop listening to me.
Yeah.
Go away. And when I was looking after my friend's son, they decided that it was his winky.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. What did I call it with Alex and Bubba? See, it's been so fucking long since I talked about their
Well, see,
junk.
with
I can't even fucking remember.
Aiden, when he was little, his dad went ahead and called it chicken, and it just creeped me out. But
Have you?
Yeah, that would really creep me out.
But Eva has always called it her TT.
Have you never heard the phrase "choking your chicken"?
Huh?
That could be it. Choking the chicken.
Oh God.
Yes.
That's
He
even
doesn't
worse.
know me. There's a thing over here. I think there's an actual whole song about it. It's called "Choking Your Chicken."
Yeah,
Right?
that's even worse. No. Let me tell you about the conversation that my parents fucking had with me, and I could have fucking killed them. So I'm down there one night, and we're talking about this whole sex ed thing that we're doing and whatever, and my mom made the comment of, we were talking about that, and then we got off on talking about the kids, cleaning and making a mess and whatever, and how I'd been getting onto Aiden because none of us, we're weird, but we can't sleep with socks on our feet. We just can't. None of us in this family can. If I have something on my feet, I can't sleep. Neither can my kids. So when Aiden goes to bed, he takes his socks off and he puts them on his headboard. So I will go in to do laundry and take this massive ball of socks to go wash them. And my mom's like, oh my God, I remember back in the day, you don't know how many crusty socks I threw away of your brother's. And I was just like, I see this picture, Mother! And she's like, I'm just saying. She's like, it's right there on his headboard. I'm like, oh my God. Fuck my life. And I get onto him when he gets in the shower because he's worse than a fucking female in the shower, and he'll take a 30, 45-minute shower and run out all the water. And I'll, after 10 minutes, I'm knocking on the door. Dude, quit playing with it. Get out.
Oh, I know.
I call him out. I'm like, dude, quit playing with it. I'm done. Get out.
No, Alex. If Alex is in his room, chances are his pants are undone and his hands probably in it.
Poor kid's gonna end up having blue balls all the time because of you, Tim.
And I'm just
not saying that he listens to me because he still fucking stays in there for 30 minutes.
30 fucking minutes, goddammit. Alex is the same fucking way. I'm like, dude, look, I know you're not scrubbing your pits.
I read the funniest thing the other day. It's about stopping your boys getting girls pregnant. My mate actually done it. She turned around and told her son that if he's ever out and he's ever in the back seat of a car with a girl or he wants to get with a girl and he doesn't have a condom, just ring her and she'll bring one down. And her son, he's about my age now, he was saying that stopped me every time. Every time I had no condom, all I could think about was Mum saying that, and it fully just boner gone. I couldn't believe it. I was fucking cracking up.
I don't know. It's like, Alex, I think he's seen me too much, and he's like, I don't want a girlfriend. Y'all bitches are crazy.
Well, it's true.
And I'm like, I'm probably not a good example to go by. I mean, I'm sure. Can you imagine me as someone's mother-in-law? God, fucking, like the most evil mother-in-law ever. I would put to shame my evil bitch-in-law that I had.
You would be like, get the fuck out of my house. Hurt my kids, I kill you.
You ever see that movie Monster-in-Law with Jennifer Lopez?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna be the grandmother. That's what Tina's gonna be. Not the mother. She'll be the grandmother.
I haven't seen the movie. I guess I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah. Definitely. So, but anyway.
Oh, well, it's really funny because when Aiden came home, he told me he had a girlfriend, and he really liked her, and my first statement was, glad you're happy. My next statement was, she hurts you, and there's going to be hell to pay. Like, I am that mom. Don't fuck with my kid.
See, I
can't even imagine when Wee Bossy Baby starts.
Oh, Eva cracks my shit up. Eva gets on to the boys. The boy, she finds out that a boy likes her, and she's just like, we're not friends anymore. She flat out told one boy she did not have room in her life for boys because she wants to make good grades.
Well, that's like that little boy was like flicking Wee Bossy Baby on the lips. She said, you need to stop. You need to stop. Do not touch me. And he just kept on. She fucking headbutted him, busted his nose. Like, don't let anyone touch you.
Oh, Eva told a little girl one time. She came. It was in kindergarten, and the girl came out and she punched her in the stomach. And Eva was taking self-defense classes, so she knew what the fuck she was doing. And she grabbed her wrist and she was like, "Don't touch me." And Annabelle told her that she could do whatever she wanted, and she swung again, and Eva caught her, and she twisted her arm behind her back, and she shoved her face down on the ground, and she was like, "I told you not to touch me. My daddy says that if I don't give you permission, you can't touch me." She's like, "Don't ever do it again." And nobody ever saw it. I ended up getting into it with the school because nothing was done about it. I went to the little girl's dad and told him what happened, and I said, "There was an altercation at school today." I said, "Your daughter laid hands on mine, and Eva finished it." And he was like, "I'll take care of it."
Yeah. Schools talk a lot. Oh, it's zero tolerance. Zero tolerance, my ass.
I have zero tolerance for a fucking bully, and if someone throws the first punch, my kid's gonna fucking finish it.
Well, you know, Alex is autistic, right? So he got bullied a lot. And I was up at the fucking school every goddamn week. And I finally went up there and I told him, I said, "Look, I am tired of this shit. My son got off the bus. He had a busted lip. The bus driver did zip. And the next time I come up here about my son getting bullied in class, someone is going with the police. And I don't give a shit if it's me that gets arrested.
Right.
Because this shit's going to stop. My son is not getting bullied anymore." And then I got him in Harmony, and we never had any more problems.
My daughter broke a little girl's nose at school.
What's that?
My daughter? Hold on. I don't know if I just... No. There we go. My daughter at school, this little girl was a real good bully. She, in front of this little boy's mum, she pushed him over, and when he didn't fall, she punched him. And she decided to smack my daughter. So my daughter, I was like, her dad did do some MMA, so he was teaching her moves. She punched her in the face, caught her with the elbow, and brought her head down onto her knee. Little girl hasn't touched anyone since. Christiana's in trouble.
Well, you know, that's like when it happened to Wee Bossy Baby. It was after the stabbing, so she was 5, right? And the kid that she ended up headbutting, he was 9, and he was twice her size. And she said, "Stop." And you know, it's like my daughter. She tells me, she goes, "Well, I have to go to Morgan's because I have a standing engagement."
Oh, wow.
I'm like, "Tram, you are fucking 6. What the hell do you know about standing engagement?" She goes, "That is just unbelievable." Unbelievable. That is amazing, Mom. She cracks me.
See, and that's the thing is, like, when I remember when Naya was bullied by a boy, so you hear the whole, "Oh, boy, he was going to say that." No. Not with me. Boy hits my daughter, I expect her to punch him right in the neck. You know, and so we put her in MMA. And I think now, like, she knows punch, and punches hard as fuck. But I already told her, and so when we moved back to Arizona, they try to, you know, kind of like gang up on her. And I told her, go up to the person, look them in the face, and say, "Yo, I don't got a problem with you, but if you want to deal with it, let's do it right now." And get up in their face. You know, because they're 9 out of 10 times, they're going to fucking back away. And then if you actually fight, they're going to go and basically they're going to bother you again. That's what ends up happening. So,
well, I do think I'm going to have to get Wee Bossy Baby.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always important to
I want her in karate or, you know.
Well, I didn't put Eva in karate. I put her in. There was a guy locally, was not 30 minutes away, but he started teaching in the schools for free, but then he was giving private lessons at his house, and it was $5 a lesson, $20 a month is what it cost. And he taught the kids, it was like 5th grade and under. He taught them just basic self-defense, like how to get away from a stranger if, you know, they try to abduct you, and then he would teach them like some basic martial arts, but it wasn't like they were going for a belt or anything. He was just without really hurting somebody. You know, ways to immobilize or to get out of a hold or stuff like that.
No,
And
I want Wee Bossy Baby to know how to break it.
well, when we went for like her, I don't know what it was. It was like where they were just, it was kind of like a showcase where they were showing us what they were doing. I watched her bring down a 6'4" cage fighter.
Well,
Like, he came at her and wrapped her up, and in about 5 seconds flat, she had him on his fucking knees.
Yep.
And
And
she was 8 years old.
Baby is anything like me, and I mean, you know, I've got like, I'll be the first one to tell you, I got a really, really bad temper, and so, you know, used to I couldn't control my temper. Of course, I got old, and now I can kind of control it, but not really. And so I think that martial arts would do good because it would give her some self-control, self-restraint in terms of it. And she probably needs it because she's a spoiled-ass bitch.
Yeah.
Because you're a pussy, Laura.
No, I'm getting there. It's 2:15. I still have a party. I still have a party to go to tonight.
I took a nap. And yeah, I think tonight I'm gonna work on my book.
Well, I am 20 pages away from finishing Anne's book proof, so I think I'm gonna finish it and crash.
What are you doing right now, too?
I'm on Redemption from Misty. It was only like 27,000 words, and I was getting to a point in Marissa's book where I was kind of, not so much that I was losing interest, but it was kind of like all starting to run together, so I decided to take a break and work on this one. And I'll be back on Marissa's tomorrow. So, get that one wrapped up.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Okay. Alright, so, Bitches After Dark is now officially over, so y'all can watch. We really didn't discuss much, except sex. Sex and penises.
Laura, what is on your screen?
It looks like a dildo. Oh, tickle your ass with a feather?
Okay, yeah, SpongeBob is awesome. Go. Amazing.
Alright, well.
Alright, well, if y'all can think of tweets for the two shows that we recorded tonight.
How about authors behaving badly?
Alright.
Behaving badly.
Don't be a douche canoe.
There you go.
No, it's like that thing for calling Hoover. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. That's the only rule. There's only one rule. Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
The way she did it too, she's like, "Well, we're having a club, or my group, and there's only one rule. I mean, there's only a couple rules. One is don't be a dick." And then she goes to this whole explanation, and she's like, "Well, and the next rule is, well, no, that's the main one. Just don't be a dick."
Are you talking about Colleen's post?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was great.
She's so funny. She cracks me up. All right, homies. So I'm bidding you all well. Good night.
Alright, and we will see y'all next week. Maybe. I don't know, because we don't do Bitches After Dark every
Next
fucking week.
week, I will be doing it from my car on the way to Dallas.
Wow.
I'm driving
Oh,
down
wait,
to...
you know what?
Unless we can do Sunday night next week, because Friday night I'm driving to Dallas and Saturday night is the concert.
I think we're going to have to do it Sunday night next week.
Okay.
Because I'm supposed to pick up Bubba James. And that's, sorry guys, that's 20 hours in my car.
Hear you.
How is that 20 hours?
Because I drive out there and drive back. It takes me 20 hours to do the trip.
Where do you live?
I live 660 miles away.
Good Lord.
Oh, because he's all the way on the other side of Texas.
Yeah.
What part of Texas is he at?
And I don't know because, I'm going to stop this.